Alright guys, we are back for more Zero Escape. I'm excited. We are going to be heading towards the white doors next. I'm sure there's going to be some time left, some exploring of maybe the other rooms or something. Sometimes we do that, or something big's going to happen. Usually something happens. Last time, I think Alice died right before the white doors. So I wonder if that's going to happen again. Although they didn't mention that Alice walked off all groggily this time. And we also never mentioned the Accelavir that was supposed to be in the laboratory, which is interesting why that wasn't mentioned this time. So, yeah, I wonder who, took it and, hid it then. Because it was right in the safe, right? There's no way that people would have missed it. So, interesting. Let's find out.
It looks like we have a lot of time until the primary doors open.
Hour 21.
I'm worried about Quark's condition. Those pods can't cure Radical 6. He still needs help.
Well, we don't have anything to lose. So we might as well look for that medicine. Accelavir, right?
Yeah. What about the rest of you?
Oh, I'll help.
As will I.
Me too.
Fine.
Unless for some reason it wasn't in the safe in this timeline. I don't know.
I guess I can help.
What about you, Sigma?
Of course I'll help. What kind of a jerk wouldn't?
Okay. We should split up and search.
After some discussion, Dio and Kay were assigned to the pantry, Luna and Alice to the treatment center, and Cloverify and myself to the pressure exchange chamber. Wait. I guess... I'm a little confused. I didn't think about that before when they mentioned the pressure exchange chamber. Like the pantry. Hold on, I'm curious. 1 second here, guys. Blue door, pressure exchange chamber, red door. So, for some reason, they went to the pantry this time. Not the laboratory, so that's why they didn't find the Accelavir. I just realized that. They mentioned the pantry before. Like, last episode I didn't put 2 and 2 together because I think at different points, or maybe it was at the same point and I just didn't realize it, they mentioned pantry and they mentioned pressure exchange. I didn't realize that for some reason, by going down this branch, the door wasn't laboratory for them, but it was laboratory for us when we went through the red door. How does that work? I wonder why. Interesting. Okay. That's confusing, but I guess.
Shall we regroup in the Floor B warehouse 10 minutes before the doors open?
We all nodded. Kay turned to Alice and Luna.
You are going to the treatment center, correct?
Yes.
Then please remember to tell Tenmyoji where we intend to meet and when.
Okay.
You must also remember to bring Quark with you. I am concerned about removing him from the pod, but it can't be helped.
Yeah.
Without Quark's bracelet, Sigma and Tenmyoji will be unable to open the secondary door.
Right.
Yep.
Good. Looks like we got all that straightened out. Let's go.
With a final nod to one another, we split up, each team heading in a different direction. Alright. I'm always so curious about, what triggers those different changes, right? Like, this room looks familiar. Just, the fact that, that's different. Same with, Tenmyoji's choice to hit ally instead of betray, why that changed, you know? I'm always interested in those subtle little changes, because, why, assuming that that was Zero Jr.'s doing, why was Zero Jr. okay with our group going into the laboratory, and the other group went into the laboratory, right? But for some reason, something is different in this branch, because this is also the branch where Tenmyoji hit ally instead of betray, right? So, it already had, something different, so... Yeah, I always just wonder about all those changes. I wonder if we're ever gonna find out. So this is the pressure exchange chamber.
No, this is the prep room. There are 2 levels. The actual pressure exchange chamber is downstairs.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Alice told me. She was one of the people who investigated this room.
Did you talk to her when you were waiting for us back in the warehouse?
Yeah.
Well, let's head downstairs then.
Good idea.
Have we ever found something that the other, like, people didn't find? Like, I feel like whenever we explore these rooms, it's just, like, biding time for something bad to happen while we're all split up. I don't know that we've ever, like, really learned anything. So this is the real thing.
Seems like it.
Why do they have something like this here?
Well, this is just what Alice told me, but...
Apparently the pressure inside the facility was a lot higher than the pressure outside. That was part of a system designed to keep the virus from getting in. It did mean, however, that we'd need to go through a decompression process in order to get outside.
Remember all those suits along the wall of the prep room? Those keep you from getting infected. We won't even be able to enter the pressure exchange chamber if we don't have them on.
I see. Whoa, 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 whoa. Then that newspaper article was right?
Unfortunately, that seems pretty likely.
I like how that, like, click, it took him a second. So the arrow there is teaming with Radical 6.
Yeah.
Something's been bothering me.
What is it?
Aren't you saying that if we put on those suits, we can go into the pressure exchange chamber and go outside, right?
Oh. No, we can't do that.
Yeah.
The door beyond the pressure exchange chamber is locked up tight.
I'm sure a lot of this dialogue is for if we did this branch first and then did the other branch, we wouldn't have done this room yet, you know? Because we already know all this stuff. Just one door between us and freedom.
Well, if you look at it that way, it's the same as the number 9 door.
Okay, yeah, but...
Whatever. We need to be focusing on finding that Accelavir. Quark needs it.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, we're probably not going to find it here.
I'll go look around upstairs.
Unless some shenanigans happen.
You 2 take this floor, alright?
Got it.
Okay.
Alright. Fade to black. The balloon. We looked everywhere we could think of, but turned up nothing. Eventually, I couldn't keep my mouth shut any longer. Hey, what do you think the deal is with this stuff about the world being infested with some crazy virus? A pandemic seems like it would make the news, but I don't remember hearing anything. Wait a minute. You mentioned it, didn't you? Back when Dio was asking questions? We were in the infirmary. It was right after Quirk lost it.
Have any of you guys heard anything about any sort of viral pandemic?
Well, no. But...
And then Alice said,
I have heard rumors about a virus being used as a bioweapon.
So what's the rumor she was talking about? I got the feeling you and Alice were talking about the same thing. Clover, what do you know? What are you and Alice, anyway? I heard you guys belong to some sort of organization, but what is it? Clover was quiet for a long time. She bit her thumbnail and looked down at the floor. Then finally she lifted her head and met my eyes.
Fine. I think I can trust you.
Answers.
Just
maybe?
don't tell Alice, okay?
Alright, is this because we allied? I bet we don't get this dialogue if we betray. Because she begged us to ally and we did it. She feels like she can trust us. I have a feeling we're probably not going to get this dialogue, or it's going to go way differently if we hit betray.
Promise?
Promise. Clover nodded and began to talk. I listened with rapt attention, at a complete loss for words. Here is what she said. Oh boy. Alice and I are agents of the SOIS, which is under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. Interesting. SOIS stands for Special Office of Internal Security, and we're an elite intelligence division that investigates potential disruptive or dangerous elements such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical political splinter groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that could pose a threat to the state or citizenry. So, basically, Alice and Clover are investigating Dio's group, probably, of Free the Soul, or whatever that was called. Interesting. Special Office of Internal Security. Our existence hasn't been made public, so there are only a few people who even know we exist. You're probably wondering how I even got involved in something like that, huh? Well, yeah, I am wondering. How'd you go from, like... is it because of, like, the Nonary games or something? I don't know. Well, it started when I met Alice. Oh, how'd you meet Alice? Yeah, we saw that's the vehicle from ZE1! They were driving through the desert, and they, like, drove past her or something, right? I told you that I've played the Nonary game twice before, right? Well, this was after the second time, so about a year ago. We just escaped, and we were all stuffed into this SUV barreling across the desert. I was driving, and that's when I saw her. Yeah. She has, like, the Egyptian shit on her and everything, too. Weird. Alice. Nice ass, though. Sorry. She was standing next to the road with her thumb out. She was already working. See, like that's what I talked about, like, if she... Oh, she was already working for the SOIS at the time. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, obviously they wanted us to think that she was, like, all ice from that shit, and she thawed, right? But, like, how, like, I talked about this in ZE1. How would she know how to hitchhike, right? Like, putting her thumb up like that to hitchhike if she just thawed out after, like, thousands of years at a time before vehicles and shit, you know? But anyway, let's keep going. She was already working for the SOIS, and she'd been on her way to the building we'd been trapped in as part of her investigation. Oh. But on the way there, her car had broken down. We offered to give her a ride, of course. That's coincidental. After she got in, we started talking, and it turned out that Alice had gotten a tip that the terrorist was... Ah, wow, reading is hard. Turned out... After she had gotten in, we started talking, and it turned out that Alice had gotten a tip that the terrorists she was after were in the building we'd been trapped in. We couldn't see how us playing the Nonary game had anything to do with the terrorists, but Alice had a suggestion. Maybe the two people who trapped you in there are the terrorists. That didn't seem very likely to us, but we were chasing after them anyway, so we decided to bring Alice with us. I'm not going to explain her outfit. Unfortunately, we didn't find them. As far as we know, they're still out there now, on the run. Oh shit, so Akane and, what was his name? I know it was Santa, don't get me wrong. I can't I'm pretty sure we learned what his, like, actual name was, right? I can't remember it now, but Akane and Santa, I guess. Anyway, we were taken back to SOIS headquarters and put into custody. I guess they thought there had to be some kind of connection between us being kidnapped and the terrorist group they were investigating. But they must not have found anything, because after a few days of questioning, they let us go. We all went home and returned to our lives. Interesting, okay. But things didn't go back to the way they'd been. My mom got real worried about me and my brother since we'd gotten kidnapped twice now, so she hired bodyguards for us. Oh, I haven't told you about my brother, have I? He's super awesome, for one. Yeah, he is. And he was in both of the last two Nonary games, too. So anyway, we'd been grabbed twice, but the people behind the two Nonary games were totally different. That didn't matter to my mom, though, so after that, all these huge men in black suits followed me and my brother everywhere. It was awful. We were always being watched. People would look at us funny because we were being followed around by a bunch of creepy-looking guys. I couldn't stand it. Just when I thought I'd finally be free, all that was waiting for me was another kind of prison. The only time I was really happy was when I was hanging out with my brother. So we were talking it over one day, and we decided to leave. like, run away. So we did it. After that, we lived on our own. I worked in a cafe, and he composed music. He plays the harp, and he started writing this kind of new agey music. It got kind of popular, so we didn't have to worry too much about surviving. Nice. Way to go. Way to go. Way to go. I said way to go 3 times because I was trying to remember Snake, and I thought if I said way to go one more time, it would, like, dawn on me, and then for some reason I tried to think of Snake and I thought Santa, so then I just said way to go one more time to just feed into the awkwardness. Sometimes he'd play at little venues, like coffee houses and stuff, and his fans would show up and listen to him play and cry. Damn. Or some of them would meet on their own and recite stuff from the book he'd written and play his songs. He wrote a book. He's a leader of Free the Soul. I'm just kidding, he didn't have a brother. Or maybe he did. I know that sounds kind of, like, weird and culty. Culty. I'm just kidding. But there's no way he's the leader of Free the Soul. Right? But they just do that stuff on their own, okay? My brother doesn't have anything to do with it. Anyway, we did that for a while, and then one day Alice showed up. I need your help, she told us. We need people who can do what you can do. What can she do? What does that mean? So we went to the location she gave us, and it turned out to be the headquarters of the SOIS, where they'd taken us shortly after the second Nonary game. They put us in a room with about a dozen or so other people who were all about the same age as us. A bunch of them looked familiar, too. It only took a moment to realize how we knew each other. They were the kids from the first Nonary game. Are they, like, recreating the experiment? Like, is the government recreating it? We were all excited to see each other again, and we were hugging and shaking hands and stuff. And then Alice walked in. The whole room went quiet. She walked up to the podium and looked around the room, making eye contact with each one of us. Right. Right now, a terrorist organization is preparing for a major attack. They plan to trigger a viral pandemic. If they succeed, they will strike a massive blow against all of humanity, not just any one country. Is it possible Free the Soul did this? It's possible that we as a species will die out completely. We are doing our best to prevent this, but we need your help. You are what we call espers. You have the ability to access the morphogenetic field. We need that. Damn. How's that supposed to... Alright, well, we'll just keep reading. I'm guessing you don't know what any of that is, but basically we can do this thing that's kind of like telepathy. I mean, it isn't really telepathy, but that's probably the closest thing, okay? Espers can resonate their consciousness with another person through this thing called the morphogenetic field. So, I know that, obviously, Akane and Junpei had this kind of connection that it worked, but did it actually work on the others, too? I mean, I can't really remember from ZE1, because I obviously remember it definitely worked because we literally saw it between Akane and Junpei, but I guess I don't remember them ever showing it, being that they were able to, like, you know, resonate with the other person, like Junpei and Akane did, but anyway. The purpose of the first Nonary game was to research that ability, so they kidnapped kids who had the potential to do it and threw them into the game. Alice had gathered up all the kids from that experiment. Well, I mean, it had been 9 years since it happened, so we weren't really kids anymore. Anyway, everybody she'd brought in was an Esper. That included me and my brother, of course. I bet you think I'm just making all this up, huh? I don't blame you. It is pretty crazy. I mean, I was even starting to forget I could do that stuff. Okay, so she could do that stuff. I guess that just answers it. So when I heard Alice's story, I was like, screw that. I was trying to move on with my life, and now some shady government creeps want to use some weird ability I had for them. The thing is like, they had to do it between transmitters and receivers, so I'm not sure how this helps them catch this terrorist group. It's not like they can, like, just suddenly connect to some terrorist guy, you know? Like, I mean, unless they were gonna have, like, a transmitter or a receiver, infiltrate the cult or something, or whatever, terrorist group or whatever. I wasn't even sure I could do it anymore. Some of the others felt differently, though, and they told Alice they'd do it. It was a job, after all, and most people wouldn't turn down a salary like that. Oh right, I forgot to tell you, she told us how much they'd pay us if we helped. It was a lot. More wealth than you can imagine. Jeez. But I was still totally against doing it. My brother told me he'd go along with whatever I decided, so I decided we were leaving. A couple days passed, and then Alice showed up at our apartment. She didn't waste time. The people behind the first Nonary game might have been part of the terrorist organization Alice and the SOIS were after. Oh, really? Interesting. So Ace and, like, them might have been part of the organization? Wasn't that, she asked, something that I might want to know more about? That got me curious. My brother, too. But the clincher was what Seven said to us. He was one of the guys that got abducted with us for the second Nonary game. Seven! She called him on her phone right then and there and handed it to us. Hey! You guys are the only people who can do this. We don't know where Junpei is. He's gone off to travel the world, looking for Akane. Ah. I haven't been... It's cool getting, like, this info about the first game people, and, like, what they're up to. I haven't been able to get a hold of him. Please, just do me a favor and help Alice out. Junpei equal, like, Seven, another participant from the second Nonary game. Akane, one of the people behind the second Nonary game. Seven was a Japanese policeman, which was probably how Alice got in touch with him. Anyway, that did it. My brother and I agreed to join the SOIS. For the next couple months, all we did was train. Half of the time it was general knowledge and technical skills an SOIS agent needed, and the other half was learning to strengthen our Esper abilities. They'd actually known about Espers for quite a while, and had a lot of techniques that helped us get better and stronger. After several months of hard work, we were finally ready for our first field missions. Mine was an infiltration. My brother stayed at the base so I could relay information back through him. I was supposed to sneak into a research facility posing as one of their workers and then use the morphogenetic field to transmit what I found back to my brother. But everything went wrong. It was a trap. The whole research facility was fake and I got captured. Jeez. Alice had to come and rescue me. I'd been sending information about the inside of the facility to my brother, and Alice used that information to come and find me. Damn. As soon as she got there, she picked me up and carried me out. What a badass. I was relieved and happy to be alive and free, but I also felt ashamed and miserable. While she was carrying me back out, I started to cry. She was just so cool, and I wasn't. I wanted to be just like her. So from that day onward, I did everything I could to be more like Alice. Our infiltration ended in failure, but we did manage to get something useful. In fact, we were able to figure out where the headquarters was. The directors decided that December 25th, 2028 would be the day we would strike. Jeez, okay, that day. This time, I promised myself we wouldn't screw it up. I was finally going to get some answers about something that had been with me for most of my life. But then, on December 22nd... Okay, so they were the ones that got taken December 22nd. 3 days before the raid, Alice and I were attacked by people in gas masks. People? That sounds like multiple. While we were going over our plans. Damn. Alright. And when you woke up, you were in the warehouse.
Yeah.
Damn. Alright. All of that talking seemed to have tired Clover out. She sighed and her long hair swayed as she moved. Hey, I've got a few questions.
What are they?
Well, first off, your powers, I guess? I'm guessing you can't use them right now.
Yeah. I'm not really sure why.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't really think about that.
I've been sending my brother messages ever since I woke up, but
No response?
yeah. If there was another Esper here, they could make me stronger. But that's just wishful thinking.
What? Well, that's a new rule, I feel like. If there's multiple together, they can, like, enhance each other?
Wait.
What?
Well, if there's someone else who's stronger than me, then they kind of absorb my powers.
Well, this is some crazy shit. Like, these sentences, like, I know, like, there was some crazy shit in ZU1, but for some reason, just reading this is like, if there's someone who's stronger than me, then they can absorb my powers. It sounds like I'm, like, some, like, superpower anime bullshit. Like, I don't know. So, that means that there could be an Esper here that's stronger than Clover, and that's why Clover's isn't working?
Maybe... No, never mind. That's probably not it.
What? Right, whatever. I have some other questions, so... Moving on. Moving on? What was she about to say? Like, she seemed like she might have had an idea. I think I understand what Alice was talking about now. They were trying to spread that virus, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so who are they?
Well, I can't tell you that.
What? Why not? You told me all the other stuff, but this is too much?
Well, Alice would be mad at me.
I already told you I wouldn't tell her.
But...
Fine. Let me rephrase. When are they going to do it?
Well, if we knew that, we wouldn't have gone to all that trouble.
So you don't know?
No. All we know is soon.
But that could mean just about anything.
Yeah. It could be next week or next month or even next year. Or it could have happened already.
Wait. You mean they might have already released the virus?
Wouldn't that make the most sense? Like, how about this room? Or that newspaper article? And the 3 people who were put in cold sleep.
Are you saying you, me, and Alice were frozen and the pandemic happened while you were on ice? Wait. No, that doesn't make sense. Nobody else has heard of Radical 6 either.
Maybe they're lying.
That's what I said. Really? All 6 of them?
Well, if Kay really does have memory loss, then it's only 5.
Right.
Quark is out too.
So you're saying Tenmyoji, Dio, Phi, and Luna are all lying? Well, I feel like we almost got an answer for Tenmyoji. At least it seemed like we did. But obviously that was a different timeline. I guess they are a little suspicious.
Right?
And what's their motive?
For lying? How would I know?
Then what's the motive for a terrorist organization to start a pandemic?
I heard it was something about purifying the unclean?
Purifying the unclean?
Oh. Unclean. 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 Unclean.
What? What are you doing?
Shut up. Just hold on a minute.
Is she about to have an epiphany?
I'm this close to remembering. Unclean. Clean. Een. Een.
She leapt up, suddenly excited. What?
Neostigmine.
Neostigmine? What? We had that before. Neo, what? That was what was in the little gun that we got, or little injector.
Did you forget it already? I'm talking about this stuff.
As she spoke, she pulled something out of her pocket. I can't believe that fits in her pocket. I would not put something with a needle on the end of it in my pocket. It was the injection gun, complete with a vial of medication. Oh, right. I remember that. It was in the safe in the treatment center, right?
Yeah.
I didn't have any idea what it was, though, so I gave it to you.
Exactly.
Are you saying you've heard about this neostigmine stuff before?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just remembered.
You remembered?
My brother told me about that. Neostigmine is a type of colon esterase inhibitor. That means it's a sort of antidote for tubocurarine.
Oh. Oh, shit! It's a cure for tubocurarine, which is the stuff in our bracelets, which is how, like, do you remember that ending we got where it was like, how are we gonna save Sigma, like, when we were dying? Like, I need something. So is this the branch that unlocks that ending? Sorry, but I still don't get it.
How easy do I have to make it? Ugh. Okay, fine. I'll start at the top, alright? The stuff I've got in here is neostigmine, which counteracts the muscle relaxant tubocurarine. Following me?
Tubocurarine is the poison in our bracelets, right?
Right. It's the second thing we get injected with if we're penalized.
Yeah.
First, is this over real? Which puts you to sleep.
9 minutes later, yep.
Tubocurarine is injected, numbing your respiratory muscles.
Yep.
I guess you could say.
So you're saying this neostigmine keeps it from working?
Yes! Oh my god, how many times are you going to make me say it?
So we can just inject ourselves with this if we get penalized.
Yeah! We don't have to die.
Is it only good for one dose, though?
We're gonna be okay. We can only pull the trigger once.
Right, yeah. Can save one person. Yeah, that means we can only use it on one person.
Yeah.
Well, it's still good news. This means one of us can break the rules once. Like, let's see.
Best way to use it would be for sneaking through the number 9 door. If somebody gets 9
True.
points, they can open it, right?
Yeah, that's very true.
With this stuff, somebody who doesn't have 9 points could still leave with them. Anyway, I'm gonna go tell Alice.
What? Oh god. Hey! Clover, wait! Clover! It was too late. Clover was already on the lift and gone. Alright. Damn. I was, understandably upset. With no stairs, my only choice was to wait for the lift to come back down. As soon as it was back, I jumped on and headed upstairs. Okay. Interesting. That was a lot. Fi. Where did Clover go? What's with that face? Fi, can you hear me? Oh no, does she have Radical 6? God damn it. She didn't say anything, just stared at me with her mouth half open. Her eyes seemed slightly glazed and her body was unnaturally stiff. Fi? Damn it. I grabbed her shoulder and shook her gently. Slowly, she raised her arm, fingers drooping limply from it. What the heck? She gestured towards the exit that led away from the warehouse. That way? She went out that door? Fi's only answer was a slow, shallow nod. What the hell? Right, got it. Thanks. I headed for the exit, then paused. Yeah, you're gonna leave Fi like that? You look pretty tired. Get some rest, alright? That's not just tired. Aw, oh, come on. Still no response. There was something odd about her, but catching Clover seemed like more of a priority. Well, god damn it. I turned back around and jogged out the door toward the treatment center. Well, that is not good news. What's gonna happen to Fi? It seems like the whole, like, groggy, like, unsteadiness that Alice had before she went and, like, killed herself, you know? Huh? This is weird. Where is everybody? I'd assumed Alice would be in the treatment center, so Clover would have gone there to find her, but the room was empty. Luna and Tenmyoji were gone too. Oh god. They left Quirk and the readout on his pod said his vital signs were still normal. Okay. As far as I could tell, he was still asleep. Fine. Guess it's time to go look somewhere else. Shit. I made my way out of the treatment center. Well, crap. Now we're at the pantry. No one there. Shit. Maybe we aren't gonna be going through a white door. Maybe, like, shit's gonna go down. Jesus. Nice poster. What the hell? What is going on here? I can't find anybody. Every single room is empty. Wait. There's still one place I haven't checked. The infirmary. Oh boy. Okay. Are they here? Are they all dead? Whoa! I ran into the room and stopped short. I might as well have run into a brick wall. My chest tightened so much I could barely breathe. Well, that's not good. No. What happened? I felt my whole body convulse, whether from terror or nausea I couldn't tell. Is everyone dead or something? My legs went limp and I crumpled to the floor. Oh my god. Something sticky pressed against the palm of my hand, and I looked down to see blood. A vast, warm pool of fresh blood stretching out across the room, lapping at my legs and hands. What the hell? Why? This can't be real. How could... Oh god. Oh god. Jesus Christ. Wait! Even Phi's there! What the fuck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so... Wait, so who isn't here? There's 3 people not here. Me, Kay, and Quirk. In the middle, lake of blood, like an island of flesh, were bodies. They were a bloody tangle of lifeless limbs and dead eyes with too much blood and chaos for me to tell who was who. Jesus Christ. Had they sliced themselves open or stabbed one another? I couldn't tell. All the blood, too much blood. Whatever they'd done, it was clear what tool they'd used to do it. Oh, Jesus. A scalpel lay in the blood next to them, its handle and blade streaked with gore. This was how they had died, this tiny blade. Jesus Christ. I can't accept that all of them suddenly got, like, infected with Radical 6 enough to be suicidal. Jesus. Oh god. This is it. It's all over. This is how it ends. That's right. I have to end it. This nightmare will finally be over. Time to wake up. What the heck? My fingers scraped across the floor as I picked up the scalpel. I lifted it slowly, carefully to my neck as if someone were guiding my hand with theirs. And drew it across my throat. Jesus Christ. Okay. So, what? What? Okay, and that was an actual ending, guys. Right? We're about to get the credits. Was that Clover's end, then? Or was it Alice's end? Kind of like how we had, Quirk tell us about Tenmyoji, we kind of had Clover tell us about herself and Alice, so it could be either one, I think. Jesus. So, I mean, there's 2 things I can think of. Either somehow Radical 6 got, like, released way harder, and it like took effect really quickly, and that's why we killed ourselves, and that's why they killed themselves, assuming that's what happened. Or the sight of all those dead people just literally drew Sigma insane, and he killed himself. But I feel like that's like a huge leap to just be like, oh, they're dead, so I'm just gonna kill myself, you know? I feel like it must have been Radical 6, but we haven't seen Radical 6, like, happen that quickly before, I feel like. Like, usually there's symptoms and signs prior to them killing themselves, and we just kind of walked in the room, got dizzy because of the blood, and killed ourselves. Jesus Christ. Well, I want to know more about that shit. What the hell? Well, damn. I guess I was wrong. There is no white door. And now we're going to be hitting Betray, which is going to be interesting because we're going to hit 9 points when we go back and make that choice. Will Clover just leave? Or how will that work? Will Sigma just leave? I don't know. Damn. Well, that's crazy. Man. I don't know if we can skip these, actually. Oh, clicking. Looks like it might have did it. Yep, Clover End. Damn. Secret Agent Woman. Nice achievement there. Secret Agent Woman. So let's save that there. Yep. Damn. Alright, well. That's some crazy shit, guys. I wonder if that... I'm not gonna do it now. I'm gonna wait until the, like... I'm gonna go down this whole branch first and do all these first. Before I start going back and trying to do some of these endings that I didn't get to finish before, you know? Like this to be continued one here. And this one here. Oh, now that it's not black, then yes, since it's green, that means that must have been what we did get, then I think. Which one was this? 5 minutes of life. Oh no, this is the one that I thought would unlock. What's this one? How can Phi and K be saved? Interesting. That one looks like it's unlocked now. But this is the one that I thought was going to unlock 5 minutes of life, and we had to figure out how to live. I thought that was going to be the Tubokurine that or the Neo whatever that we just learned about that can stop the poison, because we needed a way to save ourselves after we were getting injected in the bracelet, right? Damn. Anyway, alright. But yeah, I'll be going back to these after I finish everything else. So, alright. Let's go betray Quirk. I'm sure 10MeOG's gonna love us. So let's jump here. We have a few minutes left. We'll just make a little bit of progress on this. Instead of cut it. I could have just cut it there. That was a good point to end, but really it's not too bad to do here, right? Yeah, we just read all this episode of like trying to convince us to do that, and then we betray. Rip. Feels shitty to do it, but we gotta see this ending. Oh shit.
What did you choose, Sigma?
You didn't see me push the button?
No.
Huh. Well, you'll know in a moment. What do you want to do after that? What you want to do after that is up to you. You can come with me if you want, or you can stay here. Oh shit, so he's gonna leave? Your choice.
That's as good as saying you chose betray.
Heh. I grinned and headed toward the display. Damn, so Sigma's just gonna leave? Interesting. Are we just gonna leave possibly alone?
Results from round 2. Please stop.
Alright, I imagine none of the other ones are gonna change, but we've seen it before, so betray, yep, and then ally, yep, and then betray, and ally, yep. Brutal.
Points, please.
Yep, 9 points.
What did you do, Clover?
Sorry. It wasn't me.
Sigma, huh?
Yeah.
Care to explain this, then?
What's there to explain? It's exactly what it looks like. I'm getting out of here.
What?
Damn.
Are you going with him, Clover? I...
When they all turned to look at Clover, I made my move. Oh shit! Damn! My feet pounded across the metal floor of the warehouse as I ran for the number 9 door.
Hey, wait!
He'd have to do better than shout if he wanted to stop me. It was closer. I was almost there. I took one last running leap and slammed into the wall and unlocked the device right in front of me. With a yell of triumph, I threw the lever down. Damn, alright. Jeez. It's like so not in Sigma's character, I feel, to just like book it. But he is. The door began to open, I feel like anyway. A heavy metallic grinding noise filled the room.
Shit. That son of a bitch actually did it?
His voice sounded almost surprised. I turned to face him. Sorry, but it looks like this is goodbye.
Sigma.
Don't worry. I'll go to the police as soon as I get out and come back with help. I'm not going to just leave you all here to die.
Don't give me that shit. I know a liar when I see one.
Really? Maybe you should get your eyes checked.
Are you guys just gonna let him run off like this?
No way. I can't allow that. He took advantage of a sick kid. He's just a coward.
Agreed.
I also agree.
That's it then. Let's get him. Ready?
We're just gonna run through the door, right? We should be right next to it.
Yeah. He's toast.
Just leave it to us.
Hey now, don't do anything you'll regret. This door only opens once, you know. If you stop me, then
Give it up. Charge!
just run through the door. If they go through the door, they get injected, right? Shit. I spun back around to face the door. There it was, right in front of me. Freedom. I leapt for it. Or at least I tried. Oh, they got us. Wow. Come on. I guess I don't know the distance and stuff like that, but while they were sitting there talking about it, we should have been running through the door. I guess it was still raising up, but it happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly, my cheek was being pressed against the cold steel floor of the warehouse. So, we're just gonna get stuck here anyway. Damn it. They're just gonna keep us here out of spite. Like,
The number 9. It will remain.
yep. Shit, let me go. Let go of me, goddammit. I could feel something huge, heavy, and metal pressed against my back. Kay had to be holding me down. I flailed and kicked, but it didn't do any good. What are you doing? Why are we over here? Like, if this is our perspective from the ground, if we ran over here and pulled the lever, why did we walk back over here? We should have just been right in front of the door. As soon as it was a little bit off, we should have just went underneath it. But alright, whatever. What are you doing? You're just killing yourselves. The door only opens once. If I don't...
I know. Go, Clover.
Oh, they're keeping us here and letting Clover go? What a dick.
You're the only one of us with 9 BP. Nobody else can get out.
But
This is an order from your commanding officer.
I didn't think about that.
You are to escape from this facility. Once you've accomplished that, call for help.
that's...
Stop complaining and go. If that door closes, it's all over. None of us will get out of here alive. Leave!
Well, this might be a quick ending then. I'm gonna hold up then. Like, I should be ending in like a minute, but it seems like this ending might be real quick. The door had already begun to close. The space was narrowing quickly, but was still wide enough for a single person to make it through.
Fine. You didn't leave me much choice.
Pushed her through. I couldn't see what had happened, but I heard enough to guess. Alice had shoved Clover through the door. Looking up, I could see Clover's feet just beyond the doorway.
Alice!
Go! Call for help! I'm counting on you!
Alice! No! I can't!
Well. Okay. I like how everyone else that ditches us
The
is...
number 9 door has closed.
I like how everyone that ditches us and hits 9 BP and leaves is very easily able to make it through the door, and no one's able to, like, stop them. Yet, Sigma couldn't handle it.
This ends. Thank you. As the game escape, please in.
Alright. Well. Is that it? Okay, game over. Alright. Well, we hit that one real quick. I didn't expect to hit that other ending here. Okay. Let's save that ending here, I guess. And yeah, I mean, next up is the whole other branch now, right? Yeah. We are going all the way back to the almost beginning and picking the final door. What is that? Cyan, probably. Magenta, yellow, and cyan are the colors. And then we're going to be going through all these branches. These branches look pretty big. Like, granted, this one's even longer, but... yeah, I'm certainly intrigued. And I'm actually very intrigued by this right here. Wait, no, we had that. Never mind. I lied. Never mind. I was thinking, I don't know why I didn't, like... I guess it just looked different to me because the single branch was on the left instead of the right, so I thought it was, like, a whole nother, like, choice thing, separate. Anyway. No, I don't want to analyze this too much. But yeah, I guess, do I just jump... whoops. Do I just jump up here then? And then save it? And that's where we'll end the episode? Alright. Yeah, so this is where we're gonna end. We're gonna be picking the door we want to go through, and we are finally gonna be going on the next branch. Hopefully, now that I've finished this entire branch, right? Hopefully by the next episode, my friend will be able to verify the gold files, and before we start this next branch, I'll be able to go through all the gold files. We have a bunch. I've been putting them off because part of the time was he'd verify them, and then a few days would pass and I'd play again, and I would just forget. I'd just get into playing and stuff like that. And I'd forget to go through them, and then I'd end up doing like another puzzle and getting another gold file, and then I don't want to look at it after that because I don't know which gold files are the new ones I got, and I can't read versus the old ones I got, you know? So yeah, I'll hopefully be able to, next episode, start off right away. It might take some time because we have like 2, 3, maybe even 4 rooms worth of gold files that we haven't done yet. So it'll be a bit of time consuming getting through them, but it's probably the best point since we finished that branch and now we are heading on to a whole new section, you know. So yeah, cool. So we are almost, you could almost say we're 2/3 of the way done. We skipped this branch because my friend wanted me to. And then we still have these two ending, or this one and this one to do that branch down that we just got to be continued before. But for the most part, we're almost 2/3 of the way done, essentially. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. We got a lot of info regarding Clover and Alice, which is cool. We learned about what the neostigmine in the injector does, which is also very cool. And I'm looking forward to learning more. So we at least got some answers, you know. We keep just getting more and more questions, but we finally got some more answers. We know what organization Clover and Alice are from and stuff like that. And I loved learning a little bit more about what happened to the other contestants, like as a game show, I almost said. The other participants of the previous Nonary game. Finding out that like Junpei is searching the world for Akane, and what happened to Clover and Snake, what like hearing from Seven again, you know, and stuff like that. So yeah, anyways guys, that's going to be it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to get some of these episodes ahead. The link is in the description, or it should be popping up on the screen, or you can go to patreon.com/Morthadon. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my future episodes. Bye-bye.